What is going on, guys? Josiah LaRue here. So today we're going to be talking about some of the best of CES Day 3. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about some of the big products or big news coming out of CES for Day 3. So let's get into it. So first of all, Samsung released a new SSD that's quite amazingly fast. So it's using the new PCIe M.2 standard, so it's not old style SATA, it's a newer PCIe lane. So by nature, PCIe lanes are a lot faster than SATA are, but using 10 nanometer technology, it's achieving writes of 1.5 gigabytes per second and reads of over 2.16 gigabytes per second. On top of that, it's over 50% more power efficient than previous SSD models, and it only sips 2 milliwatts of power in standby, so pretty much none at all, and yet it still can achieve such blazing fast speeds. Now, PCIe M.2 is not going to be in everything. Mainly it's going to be in laptops, and particular higher end ones that have this, but over the next few years, I think PCIe M.2 is going to be the standard, and it's just really impressive to see chip manufacturers already manufacturing on 10 nanometer for storage, and then what they can crank out of that, both in power efficiency and in just raw speed. 2 gigabyte per second reads, like that's just boom, so fast. So for content providers or gamers or just about anybody, more speed and more writes per second is better. So these things are going to be blazing fast, and I can't wait to see when they hit market. GoPro hasn't always been known for releasing stuff at CES. In fact, most of the time they have their own press releases, as they did a few months ago that I talked about with the new GoPro Hero 4s. But they actually decided to gift us with a actual pretty cool thing. First of all, that GoPro is going to be having their own channel on Xbox, so you can watch GoPro action videos on Xbox. But the biggest thing was firmware updates for GoPro Hero 4, which is interesting because the GoPro Hero 4 hasn't even been out that long, but they're already releasing new updates. So what does this allow you to do? First of all, it allows you to do time lapses or a bunch of photos strung together into a video, so you can do hyperlapses. So that's pretty cool. Secondly, it allows you to do super burst, which is 30 photos in 6 seconds. They also expanded on video capture capabilities with being able to photograph on the Hero 4 Black at 720p 240 frames per second. So not full HD, but still 240 frames per second, which makes slow-mo a lot easier to capture and a lot easier to play back. Also, 2.7K is now filming at 60 frames per second, so that's really cool for content creators. 2.7K, I mean, it's more than 1080p, and you can still get 60 frames per second, so that's pretty cool. Probably the coolest thing that everybody likes is auto-detect orientation. So GoPro has always allowed you, or for the last couple of generations, allowed you to shoot upside down. But you had to go into settings and say, I'm shooting upside down, this is how I want you to orientate the camera. Now, based on, I'm guessing, a gyroscope inside, when you flip the camera over, it auto-detects, oh hey, I'm upside down, I'll start recording that way. So, just a little time saver, but why, GoPro, didn't you put this in sooner? Why can't I have that feature? But it's another reason why they want people to upgrade to the 4, so I can see why. Next, I want to talk about some of best of CES. So the people at CES go around and look at the different booths and companies and products, and then they have categories, and then they start picking products, and then people vote on what they think is the best product or company for that category. So I'm going to just run through some categories and some companies or products real quick. I'm also going to be including photos on the screen. And you can go ahead and go to the link that I'm going to include in the description below or right here, and you can vote on them. And so you can just, it's a way for people to support up-and-coming companies or existing companies or products that they think are really cool, because by getting a best of CES, it really helps promote the company and it really helps them grow as a product. So here's my top picks for best of CES. If you want any more options, you can check the link down below where I'm going to include an article with the contenders for best of CES. For best startup, Gogoro. This is a company actually founded by HTC executives who decided to create something of a cleaner energy system. So they created a scooter that has drop-in battery packs that you can just pick up from a charging station. So it's pretty cool in that they're hot swappable, and you just go up to the battery charging station, pull out your old batteries, shove them in the bank, pull out 2 more, drop them in your scooter, and then you can keep on going. So I know that they're planning on trying to roll this out across the city, and it's a really cool concept. That way you can't like walk off with new ones because they're RFID and locked and coded, and then when you have old ones you just return them, get them charged, someone else can use them once they're charged, and you can just grab new ones, throw them in your scooter, and keep on going. So really cool concept, I really like it. For brand new fitness bands, one of the ones I thought was really cool was the Lenovo Vibe Band VB10. So it's very similar to my Misfit Flash, but instead of using just LED dots, they used a more energy efficient e-ink display. So kind of like the Steel, but then in more of a fitness band, and it's mainly just tracking fitness stuff and shows you your information through e-ink. So energy efficient, lasts a long time, but also in stylish band and more for tracking fitness and other things. So overall, a very cool concept. For best brand new automotive technology is probably going to be the Audi Q7. There's a lot of things they packed into this. Probably the first of all was a actual tablet. Yes, they're actually selling a tablet with the car that you can use to play back media, control the car, or whatever. Another cool thing that they introduced on the Q7 is Apple Car and Android Car integration. So you can use iOS or Android on this and control your phone and just the OS integration into the car. This is something that both software giants have been talking about for a while, and Audi's one of the first ones to step in, and I think it'll be very cool as we get more and more integration of your phone into the car with actual OS-based integration instead of just plugging in with a cable or something like that. Best new smart in-house product would probably be the Misfit Bolt. Yes, made by the same company who make my watch, Misfit. They are selling smart light bulbs for $50 a pop. Why are they so expensive? Well, first of all, they're LED. They can change colors as you want. You can turn them on and off, smart with the app. But also they're smart in that they can simulate a sunrise. So starting at a time, when your alarm goes off, they'll slowly create a rising ambient light to simulate a sunrise in your room, which I think is actually pretty cool. Studies have shown that when you wake up to a more natural light and natural wake up instead of just you're up with an alarm or bright lights, you tend to just rise better and have a better day. So this is cool technology, and it actually makes sense. Best new mobile technology is the NVIDIA Tegra X1. As I talked about back in day one, the NVIDIA Tegra X1 is an amazing chip, and it has some very big potential for what it can do and what NVIDIA can really squeeze out of it in upcoming products. Best gaming product is going to be the Razer Forge TV. As I talked about again in day one, this thing is an amazing device, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. It's, I believe, going to change the way we think about gaming and just content on the TV. Best offbeat product, MakerBot's iron composite materials. So now you can 3D print in a variety of things, including plastics, biodegradable materials, and iron. So you can make your stuff look metalish or wood or whatever. They showed printing stuff that looked like vases that looked wood or actually looked like they were woven together instead of being 3D printed. So a lot of cool stuff coming out of 3D printing. 3D printing was very big at the show. People were showing off everything that they could create with a 3D printer. And it's cool to see that we're going outside of plastics and looking at other materials. In fact, there were some machines that were even 3D printing food and candy. So it's really cool to see what all we can 3D print. And best drone technology is the AirDog. Now the AirDog is an actual drone, a lot like a Parrot AR drone. But the cool thing about it is it actually follows you with a 1080p HD camera and records what you do. Now how it tracks you is you wear a wrist-mounted little computer sensor, and it follows that around. So you can literally have a drone in the sky following exactly what you do, which makes for some really cool action shots, whether you're playing sports or just running along the beach or on a path or whatever, and you just want a drone flying above you catching those action shots. So overall, really cool technology, and I can't wait to see what people can do with it when it gets released. So yeah guys, those were some of my best of CES. Remember to hit that link down below and vote for what you think are really cool, or check out the other options. I didn't go over all the different contestants or categories, so check that link down below. So yeah guys, that's some of my best of CES for day 3. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment box down below, what did you think about what I talked about, whether it was the new Samsung SSD or some of the new technology in best of CES. Let me know in the comment box down below. As always guys, thanks for watching. You can check out what we missed yesterday at CES right here, when I talked about right here. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!